The danger for penguins. Unveiling the dark side of seals. When you think of penguins, images of these adorable, tuxedo-clad birds waddling through snowstorms and diving gracefully into icy waters likely come to mind. They are often depicted as innocent creatures of the cold, relying on their social bonds and agility to survive in harsh, polar environments. However, behind their charming exterior, there lurks a real and ever-present danger: seals. Seals, sleek, powerful, and opportunistic predators, are a hidden threat to penguins. While penguins may seem invulnerable in their frozen, icy domains, seals have evolved as some of the most effective predators in the southern hemisphere, and they have one key target in mind: the vulnerable penguin. This article unveils the often overlooked relationship between seals and penguins, diving into the predatory dynamics of the oceans and how the penguin's existence is under constant threat from these agile, intelligent, and sometimes ruthless hunters. A snapshot of the penguin's struggle for survival. Before we dive into the seal-penguin dynamics, it's important to grasp the context of the penguin's struggle for survival. Penguins are birds, but they are unique in their evolutionary adaptations. Rather than soaring through the skies, they've adapted to an aquatic lifestyle. Their wings have morphed into flippers designed for swimming, and their bodies are built for speed and agility in the water. In fact, penguins are excellent swimmers, often outpacing many fish, squids, and krill species. However, despite their remarkable adaptations, penguins face a host of challenges. From the unforgiving cold of the Antarctic to the dwindling supply of their primary food sources, penguins must constantly fight to survive. And the danger isn't just from the environmental conditions or human interference, it's from the predators lurking just beneath the waves. Seals. Masters of the ocean's dark depths. Seals are the epitome of predatory prowess. These marine mammals, belonging to the family Phocidae, true seals, or Otariidae, eared seals, are well equipped to hunt and thrive in the oceans. Their streamlined bodies, efficient flippers, and incredible swimming abilities make them formidable predators. There are several species of seals that pose a threat to penguins, but the most notorious ones in this regard are the leopard seals, Hydrurga leptonix, and Weddell seals, Leptonycotes weddelli. Leopard seals. The apex predator leopard seals are one of the most feared predators in the Antarctic waters. They have earned the nickname penguin killers for a reason. These seals are solitary hunters, and while they feed on a variety of marine animals, penguins make up a significant portion of their diet. What sets leopard seals apart from other predators is their intelligence and adaptability. Leopard seals are not only powerful swimmers but also highly skilled hunters. They are known to lie in wait near penguin colonies, using their camouflaged dark bodies to blend in with the dark waters of the Antarctic. With impeccable patience, they wait for a penguin to venture too far from the safety of the ice floes. Once a penguin is within reach, the leopard seal strikes with lightning speed, using its powerful jaws to snatch the bird from the water. The method of hunting is almost surgical in its precision. Leopard seals are known to toy with their prey before delivering the killing blow. Often, they will drag the penguin underwater, holding it until it succumbs to exhaustion or drowning. The attack is brutal, but it's all part of the seal's strategy for survival in an environment where food is scarce. Weddell seals. Underestimated hunters. While leopard seals dominate the attention in terms of predation on penguins, Weddell seals also pose a significant threat to these birds. Unlike the solitary and aggressive nature of the leopard seal, Weddell seals are often seen as more passive predators. They prefer to hunt on their own, often in the coastal areas where penguins are abundant. Weddell seals primarily feed on fish and invertebrates, but when the opportunity presents itself, they will not hesitate to go after penguins, especially those that are young or isolated from their colonies. They are opportunistic hunters, and their primary hunting strategy involves a blend of patience and surprise. Weddell seals are also remarkable divers, able to stay submerged for extended periods of time as they hunt beneath the ice. What makes Weddell seals particularly dangerous to penguins is their ability to capture prey from the surface as well as below. If a penguin dives too deep or fails to spot the seal's approach, it can easily fall victim to these skilled underwater hunters. The Weddell seal's long, sharp teeth are well adapted to gripping and holding onto their prey, making escape nearly impossible once they've caught a penguin. The penguin's defense mechanisms. Given the severity of the threat seals pose to penguins, you might wonder how penguins defend themselves. Penguins have evolved several strategies to avoid becoming a seal's next meal. For starters, they are incredibly social birds, often living in large colonies. By sticking together in numbers, penguins reduce the chances of any one bird becoming a target. Penguins are also known to be highly alert when they are on land or ice. They frequently scan the waters for any signs of predators and will return to the safety of their colonies or ice floes at the first sign of danger. When they do venture into the water, penguins can dive quickly to escape predators. Their speed and agility underwater are unmatched in their class. Additionally, penguins employ a form of swarm defense. By swimming in groups, they make it more difficult for predators to single out an individual bird. However, these strategies only go so far. Even with such abilities, penguins are not immune to the dangers lurking beneath the surface. The impact of climate change on seal-penguin interactions. The relationship between seals and penguins is not static. It's dynamic and influenced by environmental changes. Climate change has had significant effects on the delicate balance of the Antarctic ecosystem. As temperatures rise and sea ice melts, penguins' habitats are shrinking, making them more vulnerable to predators, including seals. For instance, some species of seals that were previously confined to specific regions are now extending their ranges as the ice recedes. This brings them into closer contact with penguin colonies that were once shielded by the harsh, icy terrain. As the ice melts and the penguins are forced to move to less protected areas, they find themselves more exposed to predation. Moreover, the changing climate is also affecting the availability of food for both seals and penguins. With shifts in the distribution of fish, squid, and krill, both animals are being forced to adapt to new feeding habits. Seals, already opportunistic predators, may become even more aggressive in their pursuit of penguins as their traditional food sources diminish. This increased competition for food could lead to a rise in the seal population at the expense of penguin colonies. The human factor. How human activity impacts the penguin-seal relationship. The growing threat of seals to penguin populations is compounded by human activity. Climate change, pollution, overfishing, and habitat destruction are all human-driven factors that put additional pressure on penguin populations. As humans encroach on the natural environments of these animals, the balance between predator and prey becomes even more precarious. For example, overfishing depletes the food sources available for both seals and penguins. In some areas, commercial fisheries are harvesting large quantities of fish, leaving fewer prey for penguins to catch. This, in turn, may force penguins to venture into more dangerous areas or engage in riskier behaviors to secure food, making them more vulnerable to predation by seals. Additionally, human interference in the form of climate change accelerates the loss of penguin habitats. The ice shelves where penguins breed and live are melting at an alarming rate, forcing penguins to adapt to new and unfamiliar environments. As penguin colonies move to new regions, they may inadvertently come into closer contact with seal populations that are not accustomed to sharing territory with penguins. The tenuous balance. A dance of life and death. The relationship between penguins and seals is a complex dance of life and death. On one side, penguins have evolved incredible strategies to avoid being hunted by these powerful marine predators. On the other side, seals are highly adapted hunters, constantly evolving their strategies to ensure their survival in the competitive oceanic ecosystem. In the end, the balance between these two species depends on a delicate interplay of environmental factors, food availability, and the natural predator-prey dynamics of the Antarctic. However, with climate change and human activities tipping the scales, the future of both seals and penguins hangs in the balance. As the ice melts and the oceans warm, the very survival of these iconic creatures may be called into question. In conclusion, while seals are often admired for their grace and power in the oceans, they are also an undeniable threat to the penguin population. The penguin's struggle for survival is not just a matter of avoiding the cold or finding food. It's about evading a cunning and relentless predator, a seal, which has evolved in parallel with them in the unforgiving Antarctic environment. The future of these remarkable creatures depends on our ability to protect their habitats and mitigate the impacts of climate change, ensuring that penguins and seals can coexist without tipping the scales too far in favor of one or the other.